Hi everyone, this is Paris Debono of the Fortune Teller shop in Sydney, and you're watching Fortune Teller TV, so welcome. I am going to review and explain and talk about Gypsy Witch. So Gypsy Witch cards have been around for a long time, but the original deck I just never connected with. I actually found it quite negative even. So the original Gypsy Witch actually has like little writing on the cards about every card, and I just never connected with that deck, even the design of it. So, as some of you know me, I went and created my own Gypsy Witch deck. So I've actually created 4 decks. Okay, so I'm just getting warmed up. So I created 4. So these are the 4 decks that I have. So I have the first deck I created actually was with Igali Singh, a friend of mine on Facebook, and we created the Gypsy Witch. We call this one Witchy Woo Woo. Okay, so what happened was Igali drew the middle bit, and I did the frame and the numbers and the inserts. So as you can see, they're quite clear. So this is the Witchy Woo Woo deck. And if you go to my page, www.thefortuneteller.com.au, if you go to the shop button, you'll see them in the shop button. So this is the Witchy Woo Woo deck, and the back is quite pretty too. It's got like a gypsy witch on there. Okay. Now the Gypsy Witch deck is a 52 card deck. I don't use the jokers in it, so if you had the jokers it would be a 54 card deck, but I choose not to use the jokers. I just see them as extra cards. Most of the Gypsy Witch or Witchy Woo Woo deck has Lenormand in it, so we've got Lenormand symbolism. As you can see, most of you that read Lenormand cards know these particular cards that I'm flipping. However, there's a few that are different. So we have the pig. Pig usually means good luck. I always see it like a piggy bank. So fox is the same, child, snake, rider, letter, ship, fish, woman, man, lily, stork, book, ring. Then we have the holding hands or the clasping hands or the hands. This one obviously means partnership, friendship. Clouds, garden, dog, anchor, mice, whip, road, mountain, clover, stars, tower, cat. I see cat as someone who's a little bit aloof. I also see cat as an independent sort of energy as well. The cross swords, obviously that's a fight or an argument. Okay. The fire, flames of passion, could be something that flares up, hot, burning. Heart, wine. Wine is about celebration, but it can be intoxication. The rose can be romance. Cupid can be love. The lightning strike can be something out of the blue, some like flash of lightning. Broken mirror often is bad luck or having to look at your own reflection. The George Cross means honour. The track can be like a road going on a journey. The bride. Bride usually can be a secondary woman. It can also mean a proposal and wanting to be serious about something, like being committed. The safe is about keeping safe, but it can also be about savings. I see this one a lot as a card of investment, but it also, depending on what the topic is, it can be protected or protect yourself. The eye, seeing through things, understanding things, keeping an eye on things. Lion is power, courage, and then the shepherd can be sort of like a teacher, someone that's guiding people. Okay, so they're the main differences. I read them pretty much the same as Lenormand. And in my group, I have a group called Witchy Group on Facebook. That one's also got the meanings of the cards in the group files folder. This is a second deck that I made. This is called my grandmother's Gypsy Witch. So as you can see, it's pretty much the same. It's got, you know, the eye, the key, the tree, coffin, bouquet, scythe, birds, pig, fox, child, snake, rider, letter, all the way through. Woman, man, lily, stalk, holding hands, garden, dog, anchor, mice, crossroads. Yeah, so they're very beautiful and very old looking, these ones. Tower, we've got the cat, crossroads, we've got the swords, cross swords I mean, flame, fire. This is the wine card. So it just takes a while to get used to the extra cards, but I find them very powerful. The rose and the cupid again, the lightning again, the broken mirror, the George Cross, train track, the bride, the safe, the bear, the lion, shepherd, and back to the sun and the moon. Okay, so that just gives you an idea of the my grandmother's deck. Then I went ahead and I designed the other two. This one's kind of like a pastel-y type version. So this is, I call this one the Black Cat and the Gypsy Lady deck. Okay, so we've got the inserts very clearly here. So we've got the cat, cupid, man, clover. I just wanted to soften this deck, make it a bit more soft in its colours. It's quite a nice deck, very clear, very simple. I wanted to make it very simple to look at, to read. Okay. I like this deck. I tend to like decks that are not too cluttered myself. When something's got too much clutter in it, it just drives me insane. I don't like it. So, a lot of you that buy my cards or know my cards, I'm kind of known for not cluttering my cards. It's one of my sort of trademarky sort of things. Then I went and thought, okay, people were getting a bit confused with the Gypsy Witch, so then I went and created Notebook Gypsy Witch. So these ones are called the Notebook Gypsy Witch because, first of all, they kind of look like a notebook, but also I put keywords on them so people can just, have prompting words. So, for example, the pig is luck, abundance, and indulgence. Fox, self-serving, independent, savvy, and sly. Child, something small, childish, and playful. Okay, I like this deck as well. I've kind of kept the kind of soft vibe as well. There's the man and the woman. And obviously I've put a gypsy witch in the corner with a little owl on her shoulder. Yeah. Okay. So I think that I'm pretty much the first person in a long time that's designed Gypsy Witch. I haven't noticed anyone else designing them. Like I say, it is a big deck. It's a 52 card deck. So it's quite a big one to design. But yeah, I'm trying to bring in some of the old fortune telling and sort of revamp it and make it more user friendly. A lot of you know that I do this as a profession, so I don't like cards where I have to stress out and try to figure out what they mean. I like cards that are simple, clear, direct, to the point. I like cards that I can explain to my clients as well. Like if I have a client, I can sort of say, that's a bird. I don't want to have it where I have to decipher whether it's a bird or not. And I want to have it where I'm visually able to see everything myself. I don't want to have cards where I have to kind of second guess what it is, Okay? Are there any questions, Rita?
There's been a few questions. Guys, if you have questions, please put them up online now. One is, how can they purchase these cards?
If you go to my website, I have a website called www.thefortuneteller, that's all one word, .com.au, right? And my picture should come up. It's a red and green website. And if you go to the shop button on the front page, it will take you to Gypsy Witch. If you go down the menu on the shop button, press shop, and then it will take you to the menu, and then just look up Gypsy Witch, and you can just purchase them, and I send them out.
Yeah. Thanks, Wilma, for putting up the address there, the URL. Kingdom Healer had a question. Yes. Can you read these cards in a GT?
You can, but it's huge. What you could possibly do with a GT is you can just lay out 36, and the rest, the excess deck, the excess can be like not used. But you do have to, obviously, when you're doing 36, you have to find out if the man or woman are in the GT. There is a way of doing it. I'll probably have to show that to you in another video. And obviously, the number scheme is different to Lenormand. So it is a bit more problematic. And if you could imagine, if you laid out the whole deck, it's quite a huge GT. It could be fun. It could be fun to try. But I probably wouldn't use that on a client. It would probably be too overwhelming.
Yeah, you kind of shebang them with it.
Yeah, and it'd be you get lost in it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they're really good for doing a 9-card box spread. I found them really great for 7-card spreads, 5-card spreads in particular.
That was the next question. So usually, do you just do 5-card spreads? So.
Yeah, 5, 7, and 9. Yeah, and sometimes 3 cards too.
Can you use the traditional Gypsy Witch method on these cards, the near and far?
Yes.
Yep.
They're actually very good for that, the near and far thing. There is a traditional spread on it, but I didn't connect with it. I didn't connect with the original Gypsy Witch deck. I actually found it quite nasty. Some of the comments on the cards are just, most of them are talking about death. A lot of them are talking about death. And I just thought that's not going to work.
It is a bit of a corrupted, wicked little deck in itself.
It is a bit corrupted, yeah. I think the person that designed it must have been a little bit not professional.
Okay, moving right along.
Yeah,
Is there any more questions, guys? I think Indigo had a question about a reading about school, but I'm not too sure if we're doing readings. Are we doing readings?
No, not today. No.
So hang in for the next one, Indigo.
Today I just wanted to show the 4 different decks that I've made, and I wanted to talk a little bit about it, but I didn't want to go into too much depth because I just wanted to show the art, really.
When will you design another witch deck?
All the time.
And is Kipperono next?
Kipperono's already made.
No, I mean like on the scope.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I can do Kipperono. Haven't really done them for a while. Yeah, I can do Kipperono. They're really great too.
Okay, great. Everyone's woohoo.
I've got a few more cards up my sleeve that I'm designing, so yeah, they should be released in the next few weeks. So.
All right, looks like they're all vying to get their hands on some new ones. So back to the artistic board for you.
Yes.
All right, they would love to see some Kipperono as well.
Okay, great.
All right, great. Thanks, guys. Is there anything else before we wrap up?
No. Thanks.
All right, no worries. See you all on the next video. Bye.